What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and in today's video we're going to be checking out ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark as they're my top VPN picks overall for a good reason. Because with so many VPNs flooding the market right now, it can get a little difficult to get through them all and find a service that truly fits your needs, and that's why I've gone through a couple of dozen VPNs and I've narrowed it down to these three, as they're all capable of accessing streaming services. They have full torrenting support, and they're able to reliably get around geo-restrictions while keeping you as private and as anonymous as possible. However, they also vary in features and budget, so I'll be breaking down these VPNs across several categories to help you make a more informed decision. And if at any point in this video you'd like to check out any of these VPNs, find links to pricing discounts in the description down below. Okay, so let's kick things off with the privacy policy, as it's usually the first thing I like to look into when testing out VPNs. Now, naturally, VPNs deal with sensitive user information, so I wouldn't really settle for anything less than a no-logs policy, and most VPNs do claim a no-logs policy. What a no-logs policy means is that they won't retain any of your information while you're using the VPN, and they won't have any data that traces back to you. But it's certainly not enough to just claim that they have a no-logs policy without having any proof to back it up, and that's one of the reasons I've chosen Express, Nord, and Surfshark, as they all have true no-logs policies that have been audited by independent firms such as Cure 53 and PricewaterhouseCoopers, and they've published these reports publicly to show their commitment to transparency and protecting user data. And all these audit reports have resulted in great standings, and even the minor issues have been dealt with following each audit. And to add to that, all three VPNs offer DNS and IP leak protection and operate on RAM-only servers that wipe out whatever little data was stored in them with every machine reboot. And they also accept crypto payments, which helps keeping things a little more private. Now, it is important to note, like most VPNs, they do log some information, but said information is restricted to aggregated data, crash reports, and usability diagnostics that are meant to improve service performance, and in no way, shape, or form contain any personally identifiable information that can be linked back to a specific user. Now, with that being said, which one do I consider more secure? Well, they all offer a solid no-logs policy, and it's pretty close between Express and Nord, I would say. But I have to hand this down to Express, as it has gone through a real-life stress test where one of its servers got seized by the Turkish government in an ongoing investigation, yet they could not extract anything out of their servers, as they truly do not log information in the first place. Now let's move on to security features and servers, which is a category just as important as the one we talked about earlier. Starting with these security features, so let's check out what Express, Nord, and Surfshark have in common before we get into their unique features. They all have the standard AES 256-bit encryption, which is the safest type of encryption that you can get, commercially at least. You also have a kill switch that will sever your internet connection if you accidentally disconnect from the VPN server, and split tunneling, which would allow you to choose which applications pass through the VPN tunnel and which ones don't. Though keep in mind that if you have a Mac or an iOS device, you won't be getting the split tunneling feature, unfortunately. Now, that's what they all have in common, and it's also pretty much everything Express has to offer in terms of features. But that's because ExpressVPN wants to deliberately make their service as easy to use and intuitive as possible to make sure anyone, no matter what their knowledge is, can use their application. Though they did add one more neat feature very recently for Windows, and it is called Threat Manager, and this prevents all apps and websites on your device from communicating with a set of third parties known to track activity or engage in malicious behavior. So it's just a welcome layer of protection that ExpressVPN added, and I love it. Okay, now let's move on to what Nord and Surfshark have in common. So they both have specialty servers, like the double VPN, static IP servers, if they always give you the same IP address every time you return to the same server. So the servers have set IP addresses, and the double VPN servers basically tunnel your connection through two servers, giving you double the protection. Also, Nord and Surfshark have an ad blocker feature, but it's worth mentioning that NordVPN's ad blocker, which is known as threat protection, is an advanced feature that also blocks trackers, similar to the one that Express and Surfshark has. It also protects your device from harmful files while blocking automatic downloads. So this is what's unique about NordVPN's ad blocker, and as for Surfshark's unique take, they have it with the multi-hop feature, because you get to choose which servers suit you best and create a custom double VPN connection, whereas this option is just not available in NordVPN. So that is pretty much everything these two have in common. Now for unique features, Nord offers obfuscated servers that are especially made to get around firewall restrictions. You also get Onion over VPN, which allows you to use both the Onion anonymizer and NordVPN together, and peer-to-peer specialty servers that are designed especially for file sharing, though the regular servers with NordVPN still allow for peer-to-peer. Other than that, you will be getting an app kill switch, which is a rare feature in general that you might not see in too many VPNs, essentially going to close applications when you disconnect from the VPN server instead of severing your entire connection as it is with the conventional kill switch. You also get an easy way to change your DNS with custom DNS. And finally, you have the MeshNet feature, which has been here for a few months, but very recently, they actually made it completely free. So whether you have a NordVPN subscription or not, you can still use MeshNet. And MeshNet basically allows you to safely share files or have remote access over the encrypted network of NordVPN. You also get the dark web monitor feature, which will keep an eye out for any leaked personal data. Surfshark, on the other hand, has one distinct feature over Nord, which is their rotating IP. And what this does is that it essentially changes your IP address every 5 to 10 minutes while keeping you connected to the same exact location. So this would be extremely helpful in censorship-heavy countries such as China, and this coupled with the no borders mode will help you even get around the Great Firewall of China, but do keep in mind that you might have to do some manual configuration in order to make Surfshark work well in China. As for NordVPN, if not manual configuration, it might require you to download a different version of the application made especially for such countries, which is available on their website. Now, ExpressVPN, on the other hand, will require nothing to work in China. It's just as simple as connecting to a VPN server, and this makes it the best option to choose if you're currently living in China or you're traveling there. Now, protocol-wise, all three VPNs have an OpenVPN protocol paired with another faster protocol. Express's best performing protocol would be the lightweight UDP, Nord with Nord Links, and Surfshark with the WireGuard protocol. Now, moving on to servers, Express has over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, Nord has a massive collection of over 5,800 servers in 60 countries, and Surfshark provides over 3,200 servers in 100 countries. So while Express and Surfshark significantly surpass Nord in country count, unless you're looking for extra servers in South America, Asia, and the Middle East, Nord still has plenty of server locations for most people, especially since most people look for servers within the EU, Far East, and North American regions. So as far as features, who wins here? I would say it's a pretty close race between Surfshark and Nord, but ultimately Nord takes the win as it has a lot more unique features to offer. Now, Express may not offer the grandest set of features, but I did mention earlier they want to keep their service as simple and as easy to use and as light on your devices as possible. Now, moving on to performance, it's very normal that most VPNs will drop your speed by about 30%, and some VPNs will even reach a 40 to 50% drop if they're connecting to international servers. But with these VPNs, I've run several tests, and it seemed like the fastest was Nord, and in my tests, I found that NordVPN was consistently the fastest, followed closely by ExpressVPN and then Surfshark. Depending on the servers and depending on the consistency of your connection and whatnot, you will typically see a drop in speed in between 10 and 20 to 25%, sometimes even below 10% with Express and NordVPN. So in short, all three did great, but Nord is the fastest VPN here, and again, closely followed by Express and then Surfshark. Now, when it comes to streaming and torrenting, all three VPNs are perfect in this regard. You can torrent without any bandwidth limitations, and it will effectively protect you from prying eyes, including your ISP. Now, as for streaming services, I would say they can all reliably and consistently access most streaming services. So in this regard, they all work. It's just about the servers that you're looking for. So if Nord doesn't have the servers that you want, maybe you can find them in Surfshark or Express. Now, with that being said, all three are equal in this category as far as streaming and torrenting, with a slight edge in favor of Express and Nord, I would say. And then as far as compatibility, all three VPNs, of course, support the big four: iOS, Android, macOS, and Windows, including Apple TV, Xbox, Fire TV, PlayStation, Chrome, and Firefox extension, and so on and so forth. And when it comes to the user interface, each VPN has its own distinct theme and layout, all of which are designed to be user-friendly. ExpressVPN features a very minimalist design that many people, including myself, very much appreciate. And NordVPN has an intuitive map interface, and all you need to do to connect to a server is just click on one of the country dots here, And Surfshark offers a more modern interface that is both easy to use and navigate. While all three VPNs are obviously suitable for beginners, the best choice ultimately depends on your personal preferences, so this is just up to you. Now, when it comes to simultaneous connections, Express allows for 8 devices, Nord allows for 6, and Surfshark has an unlimited number of devices that can be secured with a single account. Now, this makes Surfshark the best choice in case you want to protect more than 6 or 8 devices simultaneously without the need for compatible routers or additional subscriptions. Now, we're almost wrapping up here, so let's take a look at the cost. But before I do, keep in mind there's 24/7 live chat support, which you can ask for your refund because there is a 30-day money-back guarantee just in case you're not satisfied. But generally, ExpressVPN is going to be the more expensive option out of the three, with the lowest price being $8.32 a month for the 12-month subscription. And Nord will cost about $4 a month for the 2-year plan, and Surfshark for about $2.50 per month for their 2-year subscription. But if you check the links in the description down below, you can still save a little more money, so be sure to check them if you end up picking up one of these VPNs. Okay, now that I've covered how all 3 VPNs perform in several major categories, would I recommend any of them? Of course, that depends on what you're looking for, and depending on your situation, one VPN might be more suitable than the others. For example, if you're looking for the best VPN in terms of reliability, consistency, and arguably the best and most proven privacy policy in the industry, ExpressVPN is the winner here. And this is going to be your best option if you prioritize privacy and anonymity, or if you live in a restrictive country. Now, if you're looking for the most well-rounded VPN that offers a whole lot of value for a very reasonable price, Nord is going to be your best bet because it still retains all the premium features while giving you more useful features, and they offer all of that while maintaining performance and security. So it's a great bang for the buck. Now, if you're looking for the best budget VPN that gets the job done at the cheapest possible cost without sacrificing any of the core features and the ability to share your account with as many friends and family members as you'd like, then Surfshark would be your best choice here. So overall, these are my top VPN picks that I always recommend to friends and family. I personally prefer ExpressVPN since I like the simplicity and consistency, and also I love how much quicker it is in connecting to servers than NordVPN and Surfshark, or any other VPN for that matter. But of course, depending on your needs, you might find that Nord or Surfshark serve you better. And that is it for today's video. Again, if you're interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find all the useful links, including discounts, in the description down below. And feel free to comment below if you have any questions, as I love getting to interact with you guys. Like and subscribe if you find this video helpful or would like to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.